Light Up Spectacular. Enjoy live entertainment, train rides, a visit from Santa, and more. Plus an incredible fireworks show after the tree lighting. The Christmas Light Up Spectacular.
The most watched news station in the CSRA, News Channel 6.
Cloudy, warm, and windy are the words for today. I'll explain it all coming up in your full forecast.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, creating second chances. What local law enforcement did to help people with minor offenses transition into society. Plus, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. How the star of Christmastown, USA is sparking trips down memory lane. And later, a local symphony wants to welcome you home for the holidays. We'll explain as your number one source for local weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, good morning, sunshine. Thanks for joining us. It's great to be with you. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. Coverage you can count on begins with the search for a missing woman in Barnwell County. Authorities report 56-year-old Regina Raoya was last seen Tuesday, November 28th. She's from New York, may be in New York, Virginia, or South Carolina. Contact the Sheriff's Office if you know anything. A nonprofit in Aiken is celebrating 10 years of serving the community and providing resources to people with lupus disease. Crowning Lupus hosted an end-of-the-year program Saturday morning, celebrating its mentors, students, and scholarship recipients. Councilwoman Gail Diggs and other city officials presented the organization with keys to a new facility. The organization has been working to spread lupus awareness across the CSRA.
So Crowning Lupus, we like to bridge the gap of access and availability to those battling lupus. But for us, it goes a little bit more deeper because we are really committed to making an impact in the community. So from back to school events to our mentoring program, which is the students that were presented today.
We just want to educate kids and young ladies about how to treat themselves and how they should dress and stuff.
They are also focused on resources concerning mental and financial health. The Duffy County Sheriff's Office and local lawmakers helping to get people to get rid of misdemeanors on their records that's stopping them from getting jobs. Here's Nikita Dennis.
A state law has made its way to Thompson, allowing individuals with minor offenses clear their criminal background, a process that can take months, sometimes years.
We've been trying to do this since probably 2019. We got very close to launching it, and then COVID shut us down, and then we had to regroup and then coordinate it. I would love to do a yearly event.
Winston Greer is one of many people signing on the dotted line for expungement. He has had a criminal record for more than 20 years, making it difficult to get working opportunities.
I even got a sales manager position maybe about 8-9 years ago. They hired me, and when my criminal background came back about 3 to 5 days later, they ended up letting me go because of some things I had in my criminal background.
But Greer's criminal history didn't stop him.
Because of my criminal background, I ended up having to start my own business because I couldn't get hired at different places. And so I had to create a way to make my own income.
District Attorney Bill DuPay says although he believes someone's record shouldn't hinder them, it takes time to break barriers.
But in doing this, we found out that there's a set of barriers that are keeping people from helping themselves and availing themselves of the laws that are on the books. First of all, it's a legal process, so it's complicated. You need a lawyer to do a lot of this stuff.
And there is still hope for those with a record.
As we understand, some people weren't able to register, or even so, they may have criminal history that is anywhere in Georgia. What I can tell you about the Georgia Justice Project is that we provide record-clearing resources and can sometimes provide direct assistance so long as it's a Georgia state arrest. So I would encourage folks to go to our website, which is www.gjp.org.
To just keep your head up, stay focused. Go and talk to some people, whether it's an attorney, a judge. Go and talk to some people to find out what it is that you can do to have those things removed.
In McDuffie County, Nikita Dennis, WJBF News Channel 6.
South Carolina Christmas tree growers say there will be fewer pines, firs, and cedars for sale this holiday season. Farm closures have added to the reduced output. And there's a national trend with supplies of trees dropping due to climate change factors like higher temperatures and wildfires.
At our farm 6 years ago, we would ship 6 to 7 tractor trailer loads a day wholesale, and now we don't do any, none. We just don't have the trees.
South Carolina farmers and sellers say their North Carolina counterparts have more trees for sale than they do this year, but they say a shortage is making what trees are available more expensive. You can get into the holiday spirit with a few parades today. The Columbia County Christmas Parade is happening at 3 p.m. It starts at the Columbia County Library and ends at Evanstown Center Park. Brad and Jenny are the parade hosts, and it will air on MeTV and stream on WJBF.com. And also today, the city of Jackson, South Carolina's Christmas Parade will take place. Lineup begins at 1 p.m. behind Jackson Middle School. The parade starts at 2. The new Ellington Christmas Parade has been moved to December 16th. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us now for a quick check of the forecast. A little windy when I went out there for my break.
Yes, so it's going to be a little windy, a little wet. I know yesterday was a little bit of a disappointment. I know, but I'll explain. But look, it did rain. Look, we have rain on our lens here in Swainsboro on our Terry Lindbergh Hyundai Skyview Cam in Swainsboro. Certainly saw some rain yesterday, but for the rest of us north of I-20, you're probably thinking, where's the rain, Sherry? So let's look at the past 24 hours so you can see on the satellite radar. The rain mainly was concentrated in the panhandle of Florida and southern Georgia. So we did get our southern line counties did clip a little bit of rain throughout the day, but you can tell those north of I-20 just in a cloudy fog there. No rain to be seen all day yesterday, and I know that was a disappointment as many plans were changed. But the one thing the models can't factor in is the willpower and the prayers of those that didn't want it, so they won out. There you go. Looking across the CSRA, the temperatures right now nice and mild in the upper 60s already this morning. So with that cloud cover, it did stay pretty warm overnight. But the winds, though, like Sean said, it's picking up. We've got 12-mile-per-hour winds in Waynesboro, 13 in Aiken, and those winds are coming from the south, bringing us that warmer, moist air as well. In fact, highest wind speeds over the past 24 hours have got up to 26. And that will continue today as we could have some gusty conditions as well. So for your planner for Sunday morning services, I do think it's being a little dramatic with all the rain and thunder here. I think we'll mainly have just clouds today unless you're in those southern lying counties, but definitely have the rain gear handy just in case, as there is a chance of some spotty showers this morning. But temperatures, though, definitely on the warm side in the upper 60s to lower 70s. So the headlines definitely talking about the chance of rain for today and when it will come, if it will come, and also the warmer temperatures. I'll have all the details for you coming up. Sean?
All right, Sherry, thank you. Well, it's officially Christmas in a small North Carolina town. The town now transformed into Christmas Town, USA. John Lee takes us there.
After nearly 7 decades, it's ballooned into a tradition full of holiday and community spirit in McAdenville. The work and anticipation begins long before the lighting ceremony.
To me, it's home.
Susan Bell was born in 1956, the year McAdenville began earning its distinction as Christmas Town, USA.
It's a Christmas tradition that is wonderful, and I love it.
The light spectacle will draw some 500,000 people this year, especially on the weekends. It might seem like everybody and their mother is here. Wait, is that Cousin Eddie? Aside from the Griswold level of enthusiasm as seen in Christmas Vacation, the display boosts downtown businesses. Every December, the owner of Revolver Records says, at last, when the lights come on, wham, the McAdenville lights are like a fire starter for commerce. Not bad.
Right until about probably 9, 10 o'clock at night, people walking by, drinking cocoa, stopping in and checking out some of their favorite artists.
Two Scoops Creamery is breaking out flavors like peppermint crunch to ring in the season.
I think it's going to be slammed. From everything I'm hearing from the community, everyone that lives here says that it's going to be traffic nonstop.
The endless array of lights inspires megawatt smiles, and many feel the more, the merrier.
Coming here and seeing how every house gets involved with the lights is incredible.
And that was John Lee reporting for us. We're celebrating Black history and Black excellence 365. How one man is changing the culture by investing in the youth and the community. Details next.
70 years ago, a local legacy was born that changed television forever.
Who would ever have thought that television would have become as important as it is, JB?
But throughout it all, one thing that has remained the same is the passion we feel for our community and the dedication we have to our viewers. WJBF News Channel 6, celebrating 70 wonderful years of coverage you can count on. No matter where you are,
Call me today and let me fight to get you the biggest check possible.
WJBF News Channel 6's Black Excellence 365 recognizes inspiring Black individuals and organizations here in the CSRA all year round. Those recipients are honored with the Mary L. Jones Black Affirmation Award. And this month, we honor Denzel Robinson, a man empowering the youth and doing his part to improve Augusta through entrepreneurship.
Because the more we're exposed to youth too, we can expand where they can go.
Denzel Robinson, a visionary and founder of Strength of a Robinson and Fresh Start Shopping Salon in Augusta, has deep roots in the community. Aiken-born and Augusta raised, he graduated from North Carolina A&T before returning home. After the pandemic, he worked to bring his vision to life in the Laney Walker neighborhood.
Providing opportunity and owning a building allows me to be able to hire and add to my team. So in the barbershop, I have my childhood friend, DeMichael Carty. He's the co-owner of Fresh Start Shopping Salon. Next door, I have my sister who has waxing and body care line. She's able to come here because I was able to provide that opportunity.
Originally, the company was a personal clothing line. After selling his home, he purchased a building and acquired machines for expansion. Now you can get a haircut, create custom items, and rent booths at the salon. Soon, scooters will be available.
The main thing about me was I wanted to provide a quality service for some of the local businesses so that they can also grow their businesses as well.
Denzel's commitment extends to exposing youth to diverse opportunity.
It's actually a young guy by the name of Jonathan. He goes to WJBF, and he has a clothing line that he's able to come here and, it's keeping him off the streets while also teaching him parts about entrepreneurship.
He's involved in community initiatives like the Lucy Laney Golden Blocks competition. The contest involves creating a mural on the side of his building.
So even right now, being here, rebranding a building that has always stood in the community of Laney Walker, I think it's just a good opportunity for me to take the Golden Blocks to the next era.
The businesses also serves as a family affair, with his wife and 2 children actively playing a part.
Yes, my son has come here. He sweeps the barbershop floors at times. They play out. Absolutely, we do. Oh, wow. So he is earning money. He broke a controller. He had to pay for it himself. So he's already learning the responsibilities of what it's like to have ownership and earn money for yourself.
He also wants to start a clothing line as a part of his vision to soar higher.
Atlanta, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where that's my hometown. I just want to be able to package this community service anywhere throughout the nation.
News Channel 6 salutes Denzel Robinson on his achievements that earned him the Mary L. Jones Black Affirmation Award. And Denzel, thank you for changing the culture. I have my hat. Thank you. And one thing I want to say, I did have a chance to speak with Denzel's wife. She is Shanae. I asked her about her thoughts about this journey, and she told me, I love this. She said she always knew Denzel was a go-getter, and she believed in his vision from day one, and she's really excited about the work that they're doing with the youth, especially for their 2 small children. Now, if you want to nominate someone in our community to receive the Black Excellence Award, you can do so on our website. And Sherry has a check of your forecast coming up in about 3 minutes.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys.
I'm Mike Hostel.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
So we're going to start off by looking at live Viper 6 radars. We do have some rain falling, especially in the southern CSRAs. We've got this band moving through. So in Augusta, it's like we're in this dome that's keeping us from getting any of this rain. but it is raining somewhere, just not here, right? so we do need the umbrellas in that neck of the woods, and you might want to keep it handy because we do have a chance of some scattered showers moving in today. If we look at the big picture with our satellite radar, we do have this cold front that's draping through the southeast, that's pushing through. So these showers are associated with the prefrontal boundary. So with that, we will have some gusty winds and also some chance of some showers moving through for most of us today. So stay tuned for that. So remember that cold front, it's easy to spot where it's located. Is we have this deep temperature gradient with warm temperatures in the 60s on this side of it, but on the back side, notice the cooler temperatures with 40s and 30s behind it. So much cooler air that's going to be building in. Looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at the airport, you can see those winds there. So coming from the southwest, blowing pretty good there according to the flag, and then we've also got this nice layer of clouds there for us in Augusta. So lots of clouds for us, and that's going to stick around for most of the day today. But again, temperatures nice and mild at 66 degrees here in Augusta, and those winds coming from the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour, but no issues with visibility today like we had the fog yesterday morning. So speaking of the dry day yesterday, so yeah, we didn't see much of anything north of I-20, just some speckles of rain right there south of I-20, but check it out in Wrightsville, almost a half of an inch, Swainsboro almost 3/4 of an inch, and Sylvania almost half an inch. So we did get some rain in the CSRA, just again, not a widespread event like we were hoping for, but the good news is those areas that did get the rain are included there in Screven and Emmanuel counties in that first level of drought, so that's good for them. Hopefully we'll see some improvements there with the updated farmers forecast. And again, we do have another chance of rain today. It's going to be light in nature, but hopefully it will reach more of us this time to get those benefits to more than just the southern counties of our viewing area. So let's check out the future cast here. So there's that cold front and those associated showers. We're at 7 o'clock this morning. As we move through, again, it's just that light band that's really going to favor those southern counties again. But if you notice, we do have some speckles there back behind it. So hopefully those of us north of I-20 will get to see a little something, if not just a few drops of rain right around the lunch hour. But then as we move through the afternoon, that will push off, and then we'll be left with just clouds for the afternoon hours. So I think we'll be in good shape for the parades that are happening this afternoon. Again, just clouds and on the warm side, so don't need the Christmas sweater for those events, as we're looking at temperatures in the lower to mid 70s. But then overnight tonight, you will see the difference with that passing cold front, as we'll have a much cooler night with temperatures in the 40s, and then that trend will start going down as that cold front goes through. We'll start to see more seasonable temps in the 60s and 50s for our high temperatures. So looking at the 10-day, again, today's our last chance of seeing some showers for several days, and also those clouds will stick around for most of the day, but whew, it's going to be on the warm side. Need a short sleeve Christmas sweater for today. So
is this winter or summer or?
I mean, it's technically still fall.
Okay, well, fall. It seems like it's summer.
I know.
All right, Sherry. Thank you. Well, coming up, a documentary on what happens to millions of moms on Christmas Day. What's trending is next.
We keep this love.
Earn your business. You could see a lot of light here. Cars are out there actually hydroplaning. I need to take a situation.
Mama?
She's on her way, bud.
Hey, hon. Nasty out there.
Glad you're home.
Stay safe.
I will. Tell them to save you some.
When others head in, we head out. Dominion Energy.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Time to take a look at what's trending. So Christmas is just a few days away. So here's what happens when opening gifts on Christmas Day. Some say SNL hit the nail on the head with this one.
Christmas morning. Let's open up our presents. Well, I got a Nerf gun.
I got a hat.
I got an autographed baseball bat. I got a telescope.
I got a globe.
I got a watch.
And I got a robe.
I got Hulk hands. I got a tie.
I got a copy of The Catcher in the Rye.
I got a drum set.
I got a phone.
I got a pen.
And I got a robe.
I got an outdoor pizza oven. And I got a cameo from McLovin.
I got a hoverboard.
I got a drone. I got a laptop.
And I got a robe. Thanks for the robe. It's really, really nice. I love this robe, guys. This is great.
I got headphones.
I got a wig.
We got the piano from Big. I got a vintage pinball machine.
And I'm gonna make us breakfast in my brand new robe, which I love so much. It's really, really soft. Oh, it's on sale. I got a spoon.
I got got shades. We got pairs of rollerblades. I got a Lego Millennium Falcon.
I burned my arm in the oven.
So, Sherry, my plan was to get my mom a robe for Christmas, so I guess I shouldn't do
I
that.
think you need to look elsewhere. That is so funny.
Has this ever happened to you?
So I saw this thing on Facebook, and I think it hits the nail on the head. The most unused Christmas decoration,
Yeah.
mom's stocking.
Ah.
Yeah, nobody thinks about mom.
And a part of this sketch actually had the mom with nothing in her stocking.
Yep, there you go.
And some women are trying to, take back, everything from this, and they're actually putting pictures of themselves in robes on Instagram. So, hey, I like it.
Take care of mama.
Yeah, we need a good laugh today. So, no robes, y'all. Coming up on Good Morning Augusta, switching gears now.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, Israel, intensive serial killer now over. The suspect accused in 4 different killings. More on the investigation and what led police to his arrest. And Ready, Set, Return. How some retailers are shifting their return policies, attempting to avoid hassles on both sides. That's all ahead right here on GMA.
Caring for Carolina.
Us again for another quick check of the forecast. Any changes, my friend?
Not any changes, but we do have some rain falling in our area.
Okay.
Well, not really in Augusta, but
In the CSRA.
CSRA, yes. They're hogging it all in the south. But looking at our live Viper 6 radar, we do have some showers moving through our southern counties and also our eastern line counties as well, just kind of coming up diagonally there. Very light in nature, but hey, any rain will help, right? So we've got rain there, but it's mainly just clouds across the whole CSRA and also warm temperatures. Check it out, 66 here in Augusta, 64 in Saluda looks to be the cool spot, as well as 65 in Millen. So very mild for us overnight thanks to that cloud cover, and it's going to be a warm day indeed. Also, the winds are something we have to contend with, as with that southerly flow coming through, we have a cold front coming through. It's going to tighten up that pressure gradient that's going to constrict the winds and make them even gustier. But right now, we're looking at 10-mile-per-hour winds in Waynesboro, 5 in Barnwell, and 11 in Edgefield. So it looks like somewhere between 5 to 15-mile-per-hour winds right now, and we could expect gusts today up to 20. So looking at your fast forecast, a warm day topping off in the 70s, but already in those mid to upper 60s early this morning. So really not much change there. It's just going to be warm and a chance of seeing some wet stuff fall. So hopefully the rest of us will see just a sprinkle or two throughout the day. But then by this afternoon, mainly just clouds and warm temperatures to contend with. I'll have all the details of the timing of this and what you can expect for the week ahead coming up. Back to you, Sean.
All right, Sherry, thank you. Aiken Symphony's Home for the Holidays is headed to the Etheridge Center on USC Aiken's campus, and it will be on Sunday, December 10th. Earlier, I spoke with Executive Director Wendy Hirsch about what you can expect. Wendy, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Well, let's get right to it. So tell me a little bit about what folks can expect.
Well, this is going to be the annual fun, festive holiday concert that we've had for years. We do have a little bit of a fun twist. We're doing a little bit of a jazzy angle on things this year. But there will be the traditional holiday favorite songs, some sing-alongs at the end. We do have a wonderful little clip that is a piece for 2 bassoons called Bassoon, It Will Be Christmas. And in addition to that, we have the vocalist Tish Oni joining us and the Aiken Civic Ballet for some selections from the Nutcracker.
Yeah, and Tish and the Aiken Ballet, how were you able to put those entities or those groups together, I should say?
Well, the Civic Ballet is a group that we have had a nice collaboration with the last several years. They don't have the opportunity usually to perform to live music. They have to perform to taped because of venue constrictions. So they and us, we have had a great collaboration the last couple of years where we choose a few songs that we play, and they have selected dancers that actually come and perform. And then when it comes to Miss Oni, she is from the Greenville area, and our conductor and music director, Scott Weiss, was able to work with her to put together a really neat program.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so you mentioned Bassoon, It'll Be Christmas. Any other standout performances that folks should be looking forward to?
I think that there's Joy to the World and a variety of others. There's the sing-along aspect will be a lot of fun because we'll have the words up on the screen behind the orchestra. It's kind of a nice ending to the to the event. But some of the songs that are being played are kept under wraps, even from me, just to add a little excitement to the holidays.
Yeah, so this is a part of the pop series.
Yes.
So how does that differ from any other series?
So our season is broken up into what I'd call 3 different categories of music. So we have 4 masterworks programs. Those are more heavy on your symphonic classics, Beethoven and Mozart and the like. Then we also have chamber series, which are smaller, more intimate concerts that we do. And then we have our pops. So the holiday, Home for the Holidays is the first one of the year. And then we do have one in May that will be May the 4th Be With You. So I think you can tell where that's going. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
If folks want to get tickets, how can they do that?
So they could visit our website, aikensymphony.com, or they can call the box office at 803-295-0313. And if you're interested and there's still tickets available, you can actually come to the Etheridge Center on concert day and buy them there.
All right, Wendy, thank you. And again, Sunday, December 10th, Etheridge Center over at USC Aikens campus. Tickets are between $40 and $55. It's not your typical flight out of O'Hare. Why United Airlines took dozens of families to see the magic of the North Pole.
The Live Vipers Ashley.
A magical adventure in store for a group of children who are fighting cancer. Here's Sean Lewis.
At O'Hare's Terminal 1.
Riley?
A flight to beat all destinations.
All passengers with confirmed seats going to the North Pole. Welcome aboard.
So today we have 33 families that are heading to the North Pole.
To believe is to know just how amazing this flight is. For more than 30 years now, United Airlines has hosted Fantasy Flight for children with serious illnesses and their families, just as the holidays take flight themselves.
It's an incredible, magical day. There are hundreds of volunteers putting this together.
For more than 10 years now, Cal's Angels, a nonprofit based in St. Charles that helps pediatric cancer patients, has partnered with United.
So we bring them in every year. We provide them with gifts and just a festive atmosphere here at the airport with a lot of our staff involved.
Terrence Burton is one of the dozens of United employees who volunteer their time to make this happen, from boarding to takeoff. Flying through the sky and landing at the North Pole.
Welcome to the North Pole!
In just 45 magical minutes. Santa, Mrs. Claus, and a cast of characters making this day what it is.
There is nothing like it, seeing their faces. The families need this more than ever at a time when all they're seeing lately is hospitals. And the siblings, it's so important for them to be able to come together and enjoy a moment with their family as a unit to build this incredibly lasting memory.
This is what we're all about. Good leads the way is what we say all the time, and that's where we are today.
A time to lead with good, of memories in the air for families who are facing a serious reality on the ground.
Seeing the smiles on the children's face and just seeing the relaxation in the faces of the parents is just an amazing experience for us.
It is an experience these young families won't soon forget as this season of giving continues. At O'Hare and the North Pole, Sean Lewis.
And Sherry has another check of your forecast next.
You come to the hog log.
We got you. Caring for Carolina. Throughout the years, News Channel 6 has been honored to impact the lives of thousands of families in need. It's our way of giving back to the community we proudly serve. Sponsored by Aiken Regional Medical Centers and Bath Fitter. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
So it's another cloudy day for us here in the CSRA. So that's kind of been the theme for the weekend. Lots of cloud cover and warmer temperatures. So looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at Augusta Marriott, you can see we've got that blanket layer of clouds there for us to start off the morning. So it's going to be a bring your own sunshine type of day because we're not going to see a whole lot of it. But check out those temperatures, 66 degrees, nice and almost warm, if you will, and also humid for us. But the winds are coming from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour right now, but expect some breezy conditions later on today as we have a cold front approaching that will tighten up that pressure gradient and give us some gusty conditions. So let's look at live Viper 6 radar because we do have some rain coming through the CSRA, mainly just our southern counties and along the eastern Carolina counties, but it is moving through, very light in nature, but I know we need it in that neck of the woods, so glad that they're seeing it. Hopefully we'll get a little bit all across the area later on today. So let's look at what happened the past 24 hours because it did not quite pan out the way we hoped. So looking at yesterday morning, again, those southern line counties hogging up that rain yesterday morning, and you can see that it was concentrated in the panhandle of Florida and South Georgia. Saw some thunderstorm activity there in the panhandle, but as we go through the day, it just stays right there along that line, really hogging it there. So the rest of us didn't really see much of anything, just trace amounts really. But then today we do have this approaching cold front, and as that comes through, that's where we're seeing that little bit of rain falling this morning, and we'll see some scattered showers move through. Hopefully for the rest of us to at least see maybe a trace amount, just some sprinkles later on this morning into around lunchtime. So yesterday we did pick up a trace amount right along I-20, but for those north of I-20, it stayed nice and dry, just cloudy yesterday. But check it out, in Wrightsville, almost half an inch, Swainsboro, a little over half an inch, and Sylvania, right at half an inch. So again, right there concentrated just to our southernmost area of our viewing area, but that's not all a bad thing. I know we need it to our north desperately, but those folks there in Screven and Jenkins and Emmanuel County, also in that first level of drought on our farmers forecast. So hopefully with the rain they got yesterday, that we'll see some improvements there. And today we do have another chance of some scattered showers, definitely in that neck of the woods, but hopefully it'll spread more towards the north, so we'll get to share the love there with the rain falling. So let's look at our 48-hour futurecast. So there's that cold front, and as it marches east towards us, there's that line of showers just right above it. So we'll see some rain there, and also back behind it, I think we'll see some sprinkles move in just after lunchtime. But again, I'm thinking sprinkles, very light in nature, nothing really to be concerned with. But the clouds will persist throughout the afternoon hours, and we won't see clearing until later on this evening. So even with the clouds, though, it's going to be nice and warm, 74 degrees here in Augusta with plenty of cloud cover. And then once that cold front goes through, you'll definitely notice the difference as overnight lows will return to the 40s tonight. Yeah, so nice and mild last night in the 60s, 40s tonight. So looking at the 10-day, one last day with a chance of some scattered showers, light in nature, but warm temps in the 70s. Then this week, we're looking at more sunshine and more seasonable temps. That's your forecast, and we'll be right back.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. The live Christmas parade today at 3 p.m. The perfect way to kick off the holidays. If you can't make it out, we'll be broadcasting the entire 7, honoring Augusta's entrepreneur, presented by South State Bank and the Corporation of the Year, featuring a panel of past recipients. Register at AugustaMetroChamber.com. Join us for the Columbia County Christmas Parade today at 3 p.m. The perfect way to kick off the holidays. If you can't make it out, we'll be broadcasting the entire parade live on VTV and WJBF.com. Don't miss the fun today at 3. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Well, friends, it is finally here, the SEC championship game between number 1 Georgia and number 8 Alabama, and man, was there a lot of excitement. The Bulldogs and the Crimson Tide faced off for their 4th SEC championship game, with Bama having won all of them. It was a back-and-forth first half, and with about a minute and a half to go, Bama decides to go for it on 4th and 4. Jalen Milroe launches one to Isaiah Bond for 22 yards. Let's take another look at how close this ball is to coming out. Then, 2 plays later, 2nd and 10, Alabama leading 10-7. Milroe connects with Jermaine Burton in the end zone for the touchdown, and the Tide would take a 10-point lead into the half. Now, Kirby Smart spoke to the media during the break about wanting to be more aggressive in the second half. The Bulldogs would look to do that, but they struggled offensively. 1st and 15 for Georgia. Carson Beck hands it off to Dylan Bell. The ball comes loose. Tresman Marshall recovers. Beck thinks the ball's in Bell's hands, so he lets go, causing the fumble. Alabama would then kick a field goal, go up 20-10. Early in the 4th quarter, Bulldogs trail by 10. 1st and 10 for Georgia on the Bama 16. Beck Down the middle to McConkey, and Georgia is on the 1-yard line. Next play in the drive, Beck sneaks his way through the middle and into the end zone, and the Bulldogs manage to cut the deficit to just 3, but it wouldn't be enough as Bama takes over with 3 minutes to play. On 2nd and 8, Milroe scrambles up the middle for a 9-yard gain. That'll do it. Alabama wins the 2023 SEC Championship, their 11th conference title, 27-24. After the game, Kirby Smart had a lot to say about why the Bulldogs should still be in the top 4.
I think it's eye test. I think you look at what we've done this season to go on the road, the places we went on the road, the teams we beat, the teams that are in the top 20 that we were able to beat. And when you talk about 4 best teams, watch the game. You know, go ask NFL talent evaluators, go ask NFL scouts. It's about the best teams. And I have no question that it's not one of the best 4 teams, 100%.
And with that, we await the committee's decision. The CFP selection show starts Sunday at noon on ESPN. Well, round 3 of the Hero World Golf Challenge, Tiger Woods putting for par on the 2nd hole after bogeying the 1st. His putt turns right, so he's forced to settle for another bogey. Tiger started the day 2 over after just 2 holes, but birdies on 3 and 6 get Tiger back to even par. So here's his tee shot on 8. He sticks it just a couple feet from the pin, a great shot. He goes on to sink the ensuing birdie putt to get to 1 under on the round, and he would finish the front 9 with back-to-back birdies and head to the back 9 at 2 under on the round. On 14, Tiger in the sand again. He'll chip it up onto the green and get a nice roll there. The ball settles a few feet from the pin, and Tiger would sink the ensuing birdie putt to get back to 2 under. But then on 18, a simple putt for par can get Tiger into the clubhouse at 2 under on the day. He misses from 7 feet, settles for bogey, not pleased with the end of his round. Heads into the clubhouse at 1 under on the day, and even through 54 holes. With one final round, anything can happen, and we'll keep an eye on this tournament throughout the rest of the weekend. And finally, after scoring a season-high 45 points on Thursday, Trae Young looked to lead the Hawks to another W as they wrapped up a 5-game road trip by taking on Milwaukee. Atlanta led at the end of 3 quarters, but they couldn't hold on, and the Bucks grabbed the win 132-121. So the Hawks head home, and they will face the Nets on Wednesday inside State Farm Arena. And that does it for Morning Sports.
The 10-day forecast on News Channel 6, brought to you by Murphy Family Insurance.
Protect your family the way I protect mine with MurphyFamilyInsurance.com.
Wow, if you're looking for great deals on Christmas decor, you've got to get to Carolina Pottery. Huge selections of ornaments, trees, wreaths, and greenery, all at our everyday low prices. Get festive for less this year. Visit CarolinaPottery.com or a store near you.
Make this wish come true. Give today.
It's Christmas time again at Carolina Pottery. Shop and save on our variety of decorating themes. From traditional to whimsical, we've got the style you need with hundreds of value-priced products to choose from. Visit CarolinaPottery.com or a store near you.
It's going to be a cloudy Sunday with a chance of some scattered light showers earlier in the day, but mostly just clouds and also some wind gusts to contend with, but the sunshine returns on Monday.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for joining us for your favorite weekend morning news. Have a great week. We'll see you next weekend. I love you, Mama.